Judgment Day for Britain's press, and those who'd been victims of phone hacking were there en masse. The parents of a murdered schoolgirl, the actor Hugh Grant, the former head of Formula One, Max Mosley, diverse characters who all want new rules to regulate the press. And the man who would offer his assessment based on months of evidence gathering, Lord Brian Leveson.
The press needs to establish a new regulatory body which is truly independent of industry leaders and of government and of politicians. It must promote high standards of journalism and protect both the public interest and the rights and liberties of individuals.
Of course, this was all brought about by illegal activity at Rupert Murdoch's now defunct News of the World newspaper. Yet it's now become a full-blown debate on whether or not Britain should go down the road of state regulation of the newspapers. In Parliament, the Prime Minister said things had to change, but that politicians should stay out of it.
The danger is this would create a vehicle for politicians, whether today or sometime in the future, to impose regulation and obligations on the press, something that Lord Justice Leveson himself wishes to avoid.
Though there's great concern among many others that once regulation begins, a line has automatically been crossed.
It sends a signal around the world to countries, either fledgling democracies which are not quite happy and used to a free press and free media, and to authoritarian regimes, not to mention dictatorships.
What the last 8 months of the Leveson inquiry has highlighted are some pretty tawdry excesses of the political class, the press and the police in this country, and yet what the report calls for in the end is not a situation in which the state entirely regulates the press, but simply a higher ethical standard and some independent oversight. In many ways, that's very, very difficult to argue against. By chance, there was another court hearing on the same day. The former News International executives Rebecca Brooks and Andy Coulson for alleged corrupt payments. They have both had close personal links to David Cameron. All of this, of course, is good for satirists who've come to the view that the level of corruption exposed in Britain renders the political class, media barons and sections of the police all open to ridicule. Whatever the outcome of all this, a higher ethical standard in public life would do this country no harm at all. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.